Firstly, we will go into triggers. Triggers are a set of actions that are performed automatically by StaffSavvy when something happens. They are extremely flexible ways to automate your workflow, including basic changes to staff accounts. Triggers can be found under System, then Manage Triggers. You can add a trigger under the Actions menu. You can then edit actions or copy the trigger. Each trigger can be either off or on. You can set up triggers as needed and then turn them on as needed by using the option shown next to its current status. The trigger has a title and notes field, which helps you keep track of what each of the triggers are being used for. For example, the trigger is to automatically change a staff member's roles when they have completed enough shifts successfully. The Triggered When dropdown chooses the event that will start the trigger running. Depending on the type of event, you will also be shown some additional options, i.e., the event might allow you to set up the number of occurrences over a number of days. So it might be 3 successful shifts over 14 days or 10 shifts within 90 days. The attendance flags allow you to choose which type of shifts you want to include: attended shifts, lateness, or the non-attendance flags. On all events, you have the option to exclude levels so that staff on those access levels will not trigger the event. Trigger actions. The actions are what the system should do when the trigger is run. You can have as many actions as you wish on a trigger. Actions range from adding, removing roles and venues from an employee's account, through to sending emails and creating tasks. Once you have created your trigger, click Edit Actions to view and add your actions. When adding an action, you'll see a similar form to when you completed adding a trigger. You will be asked what type of action you want to add, and then will be shown options based around that type of action you're adding. Complete all of the options for the action and click Save. If the trigger is enabled, then the changes will be made instantly, and any new events will use the new settings. All executed actions on a trigger are recorded and will be available for audit purposes in a future update. Actions are not to be confused with tasks, which are unrelated triggers and can be set independently on any given shift. Tasks are a useful feature to help your automated workflows. Tasks are designed to be automatically created and assigned to staff to be completed. The My Tasks page shows individual tasks and shared tasks for that staff member. You can also see at a glance any new tasks and any new messages on tasks that you have access for. You can toggle between showing just your active tasks or your active tasks plus any completed tasks or tasks you have created. This is at the top in the Actions menu. The example below shows a task that is offering staff the ability to opt out of the working time directive. Staff can dismiss the task or follow the direct link to complete the opt-out document if they wish. Tasks can be assigned to individuals or to groups of staff, such as teams or roles. This allows everyone assigned to access the task and complete it. It's perfect for HR tasks automatically created by triggers. Tasks can either be completed or dismissed, if allowed. You can decide who is allowed to mark tasks as complete. Either the individual staff member completes an action, such as a document, they can be allowed to manually mark them as complete, or they can be escalated to the task issuer for them to accept. For example, a task might require the assigned staff member to provide some information. Once applied, the task is escalated to the issuing group, which is the HR team. They can then review the information and either reject the task and assign it back, or mark the task as complete. Another example is a task that would require staff to provide proof of their bank details once they provide or update them. The task will direct the staff member to the upload page to provide the document. Once provided, the task will be marked as complete automatically. Tasks also include the option to have a full conversation within the task between the assigned staff members and the task issuers, such as the HR team. This allows for clarification or communication about a task. Tasks can be set by the role of the day they apply to, teams, and access levels. Tasks will normally be created by a trigger, but you also have the option to create tasks manually under Staff Create Task. That was your overview of tasks and triggers. If you do have any other issues, please get in contact with the line manager who will take you over to StaffSavvy support.